Learn English with Yourinstill.
How to speak English well. Speaking English well requires a combination of practice, confidence, and a solid understanding of the language's structure. To start, one of the most important steps is to build a strong foundation in vocabulary. The more words you know, the easier it will be to express your ideas. Reading books, watching movies or TV shows in English, and listening to podcasts or music can expose you to new words and help you understand how they're used in context. Alongside vocabulary, mastering grammar is crucial. Understanding how sentences are formed, how tenses work, and how to use articles like a, and the can drastically improve the clarity of your speech. Another essential component of speaking English well is practicing pronunciation. Many learners struggle with pronunciation because English has sounds that might not exist in their native languages. Listening carefully to native speakers and imitating their accent and intonation can improve your pronunciation. It's also helpful to use resources like language apps or take classes with a teacher who can provide constructive feedback. Consistency is key. To truly improve, you need to practice speaking regularly. Try speaking in English every day, whether through conversations with friends, language exchange programs, or simply talking to yourself. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. They are an essential part of learning. Speaking confidently, even if you don't always use perfect grammar, will make you more fluent over time. In addition, surrounding yourself with English speakers, either online or in person, will help you become accustomed to different accents and regional variations in the language. Engaging in real-life conversations is one of the best ways to learn how to speak English naturally. To enhance fluency, it's also helpful to learn common phrases and expressions used by native speakers, as these will help you sound more natural and confident in everyday conversations. Lastly, remember that language is a tool for communication, not perfection. It's more important to express yourself clearly and be understood than to speak flawlessly. With practice, patience, and a willingness to learn, speaking English well becomes an achievable goal for anyone. To further enhance your ability to speak English well, it's important to immerse yourself in the language as much as possible. The more you expose yourself to English in daily life, the quicker you'll become comfortable with it. This means not only practicing speaking, but also engaging with English through various forms of media. Watching movies and TV shows in English with subtitles can help reinforce your listening skills, and mimicking the dialogue helps improve both vocabulary and pronunciation. Podcasts and audiobooks are excellent tools too, allowing you to practice listening to different accents and speech speeds, which will improve your comprehension and adaptability. Another important aspect of becoming fluent in English is learning how to think in the language rather than translating from your native tongue. This shift takes time and conscious effort, but the more you practice thinking in English, the more natural and fluid your speech will become. It helps you avoid hesitation when speaking and allows for smoother conversations. Try to describe your day, think about tasks, or plan events in English to get used to using the language in everyday situations. Engagement with others in English is vital to improving your speaking skills. Joining language exchange groups or online communities allows you to practice with native speakers or other learners. Don't limit yourself to just formal conversations. Try informal chats, discussions about hobbies, or social interactions in English. When speaking with others, actively listen and observe how they use the language. This will give you insight into colloquialisms, slang, and the informal expressions that often appear in everyday English. Furthermore, developing a strong command of English idioms and phrasal verbs can make you sound more fluent and natural. These expressions are often used in casual speech and can sometimes be difficult to understand if you're not familiar with them. Regular exposure and practice will help you integrate them into your own speech. For example, instead of saying, "I don't understand," a native speaker might say, "I'm not following." By learning these nuances, you can communicate more like a native speaker. Listening to yourself speak and recording your voice is another powerful method for self-improvement. It allows you to hear mistakes that you might not notice in real time, such as incorrect pronunciation or grammar, and gives you the chance to correct them. You can compare your recordings with native speakers' speeches to identify areas for improvement. Lastly, maintaining a positive attitude and setting clear goals is essential. Learning to speak English well is a gradual process, and it's normal to encounter challenges along the way. Embrace each opportunity to speak as a step toward fluency. Remember that the more you practice, the better you will become, and over time, speaking English will feel more natural and enjoyable.
Thanks for watching. Do like the video, share this to your friend, and don't forget to subscribe my channel.